Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. You're welcome back. If you're just tuning into your television set, this is Hope World, and we're on the platform of Hope Morning. Right now, we are going to be talking about something very interesting. There is a young dark and so beautiful, beautiful physically, and there's something upstairs. So I would like us to welcome Barro, Daisy Barro. Good morning, Daisy.
Good morning, Cecilia.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself first?
My name is Daisy Barro. I obtained a BA in Bilingual Studies from the University of Yaoundé 1. I currently reside in Lagos, Nigeria, where I represent travel and business news
Wow.
as its correspondent for aviation. So I am here for something that we'll talk about shortly.
Okay, that's good. So, how is Nigeria?
Well, fine, I guess.
Okay, so you are a co-author, the book also on campus with Professor Veyu Enes. What is peculiar about this book?
Well, you already mentioned one of the peculiarities of the text, the fact that it's like a phone. I mean, in all my years as a literature student, I never came across any text like this. So, yeah, that's one of the main peculiarities of the book.
Mhm. And there are many books out there, and people find it difficult reading a whole chunk of, just one paragraph is about 15 pages. So, how does this book attract someone to read, just want to read till the end?
Yeah, I would like to fall back on my experience again as a student.
Mhm.
It was always difficult to get my classmates to read the texts that were given to us, that were recommended by our teachers.
Especially literature.
Yes. And you would think that for someone to be in a literature class, they would love to read, but it's not always the case because sometimes they are there just because their parents have told them to go and do literature. Maybe they have plans for them in the future. And so they sit in class, they are not interested in reading, but they are faced with these texts that they have to study in order to pass. So we got to think to start thinking, how do we get these students, a generation of students who are glued, who are addicted to smartphones, to be attracted to literature texts? And that was how this book was born.
Wow, that is interesting. So, what is upcoming?
Yes, the event that is upcoming is the launching of the book also on campus.
Mm-hmm.
That is the event that Professor and I are looking forward to. We have been doing our best to make sure that everything is set and yeah.
It was published in December 2021, 2021. So why the publishing now, launching now?
Initially, we hadn't planned to launch the text. We didn't think about it. But then, Get Institute, which is a German cultural center here in Yaoundé, in Bastos, they launched a competition earlier this year. That was, I think, February, for authors to submit texts that were written within a certain period of time. Our book fell within that period, and so we decided to just give it a go. And then we got selected.
Wow.
So part of the deal is they launch the book for us, and then we show up and talk about the book to give it more exposure. And so here we are.
So when is that taking place and where?
The event will be taking place tomorrow, 3rd of August 2022, at Goethe Institute, Bastos. That is the nearest landmark to that to that venue is École Publique Bastos.
So what are your expectations after this book launch? Do you want to see people read more and get themselves into reading, or are you planning on bringing another series of such books so that people can find knowledge in it, since people don't love reading block notes, if I can put it like that?
I think we have started a trend, and I look forward to working on texts like this because the response we have gotten so far is encouraging. I mean, you give someone the book also on campus, and the person immediately the person opens it, it's like you no longer exist. They get lost in it immediately,
Yeah.
and you see that it is engaging, and that is what literature texts should do. That is the whole point. If we are targeting getting more people to be interested in books, especially students, then the text should be enticing enough for them to get carried away. You should be able to start it and not want to put it down.
Yeah.
In that way, you read it multiple times before you go in for an exam. And I think to me, that is going to really improve the results at the end of the day. So just to add, the event is tomorrow at 5 p.m. That's the time. So everybody is invited. The general public, it's going to be amazing. The lineup of activities that we are planning, it's going to be really amazing. I promise you that.
So, what are some of the activities that will be taking place tomorrow? Will the book be available for sales?
Definitely, the book will be available for sales, and then we are planning on a little performance of aspects of the book. You know, not I don't want to expose so many things right now, but yes, we're planning to have the public see aspects of the book acted out in the form of a little drama. So that is going to be one of the highlights of tomorrow.
All right. It was not easy, I believe, but the book is finally out. So, televiewers, we are all inviting you guys to attend this book launch and come along with some money. What is the cost price of this book, please?
5,000 francs, but you can purchase one copy for 100,000. Nobody stops you.
So, we are very grateful. Thank you for passing.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.